Go! Yeah, outside. What's it?
The discussing. No. You see with it, that she did, yeah. She did. You didn't lose it.
Cheating!
Yeah, I realize we got cameras, right? Yeah, but we can lose it. And we can roll the replay.
You have to lose one to get the other one.
The aim and the task, the objective was for us to be untangled.
Untangled, but not to switch.
But technically, y'all ain't untangled here. Alright, hold on, wait, we go fix it. Look away! Look away! It's okay, what is this? Alright, we're going to commercial break, and when we come back, more with the cast of Till I Find a Place. Hopefully, Miss Sharon will move right to people who do the rest of the segment. The truth is, you don't know who to do it. Wow! We got it. I have no clue. We got it. I see it on TikTok and I said,
I thought you had it good.
you don't watch for the solution on TikTok? No, the person who looked at TikTok didn't get it. Listen, Miss Sharon said she wanted a team building exercise so they could work on the chemistry. So when they go on the stage at the culture center, your chemistry will be intact. Well, we got them. That's the number. We should come to shop in them, right? Alright,
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Monday Night Love and Laughter. Don't worry. If you can't complete it, I can complete it.
So I know you could complete it. I'm quite aware you were really great. You've mastered the art of saying the words love and laughter.
Love and laughter is the place to be.
Right now we're outside of the Theatre Guild. We are about to interview sounds so boring.
Yes.
Like we're about to have some fun with the cast and crew of Till I Find a Place. Spanish Baby. It goes down at the National Cultural Center. When?
This weekend.
Yes, it goes down at the National Cultural Center this weekend. So look out for it. We're about to have some fun with them. We're going to give out some advice. We like give advice on this show, right? And Opar, he's been doing reasonably all right with the advice and everything.
I've had some government agencies, reach out to me too.
Now, not time for talk about government and politics and since elections time, we don't do those things.
Okay.
There's a lot of things happening in Guyana. If you guys are,
just like what?
Yeah, political party all wrong.
Oh,
we got more political party than we got people.
I hear people talking about going upstairs and coming downstairs. What does that
No,
mean?
I don't even know what.
Going
I don't even
upstairs,
know what
come
you're
downstairs.
talking about. I haven't heard that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let me get to the show. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You
Born
sure?
Ready, yes.
You sure?
Born ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, let me go. Walk so.
Looking for a way to enhance your showers? Beeson has you covered. Get durable, high-quality frameless shower doors. Available in a variety of colors, style, and designs. Purchase any frameless sliding door and get free delivery and installation in Georgetown and surrounding areas. We also offer after-sale services, replacement of parts, free estimates, and professional advice. So why pay more to import when you can get impeccable quality locally? So visit Beeson Windows and Doors today on Heroes Highway. Made with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
Welcome back to
Love and laughter.
good. With who?
The cast of Till I Find the Place.
Spanish.
Spanish version.
Spanish fashion. Spanish fashion.
Fortune.
Oh, it's version. The Spanish version.
Spanish version.
Fashion.
Spanish baby.
Oh,
baby.
Oh, Spanish baby. I'm not Spanish version. Oh,
Fashion.
So we got the boys and we got the girls, right? Who feel never win this game?
Divide. All the time.
They don't even know what it is.
Any game.
Yeah.
Any game we got it covered.
Whatever they say.
So
Whatever they say.
here's what's gonna happen, right? If the boys have win, they gotta go down at Beeson's Windows and Doors and buy some windows and doors to their girls.
All right, so I think they should win.
Yeah, they will. Ladies
They're
first.
located in Eccles, they got shower doors and fancy doors and they make it to your specification and whatnot, right? All right, let's get to the game, right? So, we have a series of riddles that we will ask. And if you guys, well, I'll go to the ladies first, right?
Yeah, ladies first.
Ladies first. And if they get it incorrect, you guys will have a chance to see. Whoever gets the most correct answers obviously wins at the end of the game,
Never
right?
good at this.
Sound like a plan? You don't know riddles?
You don't know
That's the
riddles?
teacher for this side here.
Yes, we should win.
Another question for I will advise you guys to take an opportunity and discuss with your team what you think the answer is before you blurt out answers.
Okay.
Obara?
Yeah.
Obara, you were just here to make up number. Right now, back alone.
He's nobody else.
No,
Nothing you do. All right, ladies, are you ready? Yes, sure. We start with simple, right? Hello. Simple. Jesus. I can be cracked, I can be made, I can be told, I can be played. What am I? A joke.
No, I can be cracked. That came out so fast.
I can be cracked. I can be made. It's not egg. I can be told. A joke.
Check it out, my kid. It's never the
One
obvious
point
one.
for the girls. Michelle, please keep score behind camera. Right? Ready, Mike?
Yes.
The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it?
Teach us something. The more of this.
That is. The less you see. What is it? Remember, you have to see, right? Wow. You can't.
It's spirit.
Yeah, you look like it's up. You say.
It's a good.
Darkness.
All right, that is correct.
Really get out.
No, you won't.
I know.
We can take you in.
She's playing these things. You play them too.
I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Water kills me. Fire? That is correct.
Hey, who answer them? Who answer all? Who answer that now? I know these things. No, these riddles must be being wrong and she's studying.
No.
She's being wrong. Right?
No, I think it's been around. Let me discuss. One comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years. You're supposed to know this. This is like a common riddle. It has to do with
Go.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
who.
M. The letter M.
Oh.
Good job.
Okay. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Allow me to ask the next question.
All right. Boys first.
I'm tall when I'm young. I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
I'm tall when I'm young.
You cheating?
Where we could steal.
Yes.
Where's the camera? That is correct. I can be long or short. I can be grown or buff. I can be painted or left bare. I could be round or square. What am I?
Dildo.
Martini said that. Before they married. No, before she married. What's your last name again? Ari. That explains the whole lot.
She threw me off and she threw my mental side. Can you do that again? Repeat it.
Oh my God.
I can be long or short. I can be grown or buff. I can be painted or left bare. I could be round or square. What about? Come on, boys, you got this.
I'm trying to unsay the answer that she just gave.
They don't know. Girls, do you know? That is correct. Fingernails.
I never buy a picture.
Listen, guys, I would just like to point out that girls are now at an advantage. All right. That means that you have to hope that they get something wrong in order to still win the game. Okay, that's why I want to shower glass. Okay. Me too. All right, girls, ready? I have cities but no houses. I have forests but no trees. I have rivers but no water. What am I? Okay. I have cities but no houses. I have forests but no trees. I have rivers but no water. What am I?
Map.
That
It's a map.
I have a neck but no head. What? Wait, you're not the camera.
A neck.
Wait, she can repeat that?
What am I? Yeah, shame until I find a place.
Shall we find in a place?
Mom, I'm picking
How
up.
will we find a shoot
Don't talk to me.
Don't ready yet when you're ready at the stage.
No.
All right, time off, yes. You don't have the whole hour for me. You ready? Yes, guys? Y'all have answer?
Stop.
No.
No.
Single.
Let me hear.
Actually, it's a good answer.
Go on. But
I got all the paper.
because thinking about it, I don't believe it.
The answer is a bottle. But that is a very good answer.
We have guitar. You were talking about guitarist. Because we know it's not what you know.
How do you know?
I tell you.
Anyways, girls are still leading.
Yes, we are.
Good point. Girls, are you ready?
Yes.
What has an eye but cannot see? Simple. Come. No shame with it.
Needle.
Correct.
It's easy.
All right, boys. What can break even if you never pick it up or touch it? What happened?
I don't know, sorry. The spirit moves.
The spirit is a joke. He doesn't have a spirit. What can break even if you never pick it up or touch it?
They?
No. Don't answer
That's a good answer.
It could be a breaking it.
That's a good answer.
I'll give you the one. It's a good answer.
What's the answer?
They said
They.
Yeah.
Well, what if you are correct? The answer on the paper was a promise.
He said promise too. He said promise too.
Accept all right. No, but fair enough. No problem. To the end of the segment, which means 5.
You guys lost.
And the one that they got wrong was an answer from you.
From me.
Yeah, so they couldn't lose that.
Yeah, you can't come. I'm saying that we sorry.
Yeah, why? What?
I break it out. So one.
All right, guys. One, whoever shouts the answer wins. All right. Ready? What?
Yes.
Whoever shouts the answer wins. Right? Ready?
Yes.
The girls win nevertheless.
Go.
We don't go. You don't have a chance. For him, there's a chance. What is always in front of you but can't be seen? Shadow. Your future. In front. That is it. Nice one. Your shadow is behind you. Your shadow is behind you. Your shadow is not behind you.
No. No, it's not. It's only a picture.
It's all about perspective. Yes.
It's not only a picture.
Hard one. Sorry.
What happened? Kill it! Oh, cockroach. Killing this one will only get rid of this one. What about the rest of the cockroaches?
Hit anti-road gel. On eating this, the cockroaches die and they kill the rest of the cockroaches. Hit anti-road gel.
Clean and moisturize your hands with 4 refreshing and rejuvenating fragrances. Get super clean with Sterling Super Soap.
Frederick Minty.
Patrick Terrence Minty detergent in the second. Thank you very much.
Terrence?
Yes. Terrence.
You boldly tell people the name after what happened in Trinidad?
What happened in Trinidad?
What was that?
I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea what you're saying.
Art, what role are you playing in this play?
Me, I am playing the role of Dr. King. I am the friend who basically reveals a lot of things that has been going. Yeah, I'm the snitch, yeah.
I have not seen the first part, but I've seen other Till I Find a Place, right? I'm assuming this is different, but some of the characters have been retained. Like how they're retaining people for CPL.
Like me.
They retain you for CPL?
Yeah. I just want the bat.
Rakim Khan won't get replaced. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, tell me the story. I know you can't give away everything, but tell me it to encourage me to come to see it.
If you want to see something different in terms of how the different people and different backgrounds come and the things they go through and what they have to go through and what happens to them, while they come to any country, because they don't happen only here, it happens anywhere. You need to come and see the show. It speaks to persons of all backgrounds. It speaks to the reality of what's happening right in our society. So they need to come out.
Okay, fair enough. And the play is written by Mr. Rodham Hollingsworth, right?
Yes,
how is it working with him?
Wonderful.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you love your director? You didn't even hear me. 15,000. Is it Sharon you're talking about, or Ronald?
Both of them, actually. Aunt Sharon is, the woman who sets us in place, and then Ronald just comes and he polish. And when you see polish her, you shine.
That's what's happening for people who don't know that line. There's need polishing. Who would you say is the person in the cast to look for on stage?
Of course, Dulce, which is being played by Nuri Duran. Nuria just brings a whole different feel, a whole different presence. And then, of course, there's our young
I was just going to
baby.
say, I heard great things about her, so I was wondering what your opinion is on her acting.
The baby?
Baby Bling.
The Spanish baby.
Little Bling.
The Spanish baby. She is really, really good in terms of...
I heard that she knows her lines more than you. I heard she knows her lines more than you.
Shame, but it's true. She does. She knows her lines. Me
All right.
and Alvin, yeah.
Any other details you want to?
Just remember, it's at the National Culture Center on the 28th and the 29th, 8 p.m. sharp. See you there.
What's all this antics?
I'll start with my hand. My hand expresses how I feel in my gut.
If you're in need of milk, Guy Bisco International sells milk cow milk. They're available in supermarkets nationwide. Check it out.
Welcome back to the show. This is a segment right now where some of our fans write to us and we tend to give them some advice. Right? So they believe that we give professional advice.
They
They
believe
They believe it. Right? Alright, so we'll start first. Maklu?
Yeah, and some of our friends write to us, not right.
Oh.
Sarah from quarantine. My friend keeps dating guys who are clearly bad for her, and she keeps coming to me for advice. I don't know how to make her see the pattern without coming off as bossy. Should I intervene or stay out of it? Stay out of it. What should she do? Stay out. Okay, she said stay out. I mean, stay out. Mind your business. Stop poking in your friend's story.
But if the boyfriend is a bad person and is a bad person to her, let's say the boyfriend is a murderer, someone that killed someone.
Hey, what happened? She'll go and advise it, and then when they make up, they're going to talk she name.
That is right. You stay out of man over story.
Alright, so let's go to the next one. You pick. Yeah, you pick.
Come, little.
Deandra from South. I've been in a long distance relationship for a year now, and I'm starting to feel neglected. My partner is always too busy for me. Should I give them more time, or is it time to move on?
How long is this long distance relationship?
Oh my God, they can't see one another close. They make a difference. Why are you?
But no, this is a good question. You know, because I know somebody personal that's in a long distance relationship, and it's 10 years. 10 years.
The person
It's long distance and long term.
I think the two of them know it.
Definitely. Yeah, I think you should just end the
Move
relationship.
on.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe in long distance relationships.
I don't
believe in that.
I believe in people making time for what's important to them. So if he or she was important to this person, they would make time.
Travel.
Make time and
Save up money and travel.
Distance is nothing but some coordinates, honey.
Okay.
And communication devices exist. That's right.
Letters alone won't do. Kim from San Sushi.
It's on Susie.
Susie. I'm tired of being everyone's emotional support friend. Every time someone has a problem, they come to me, but when I need help, they disappear. How do I set boundaries without seeming rude?
I think the person might be me. That's what they say. Because I'm that kind of person. I'm from San Sushi.
You need new friends.
But the advice I give myself is eventually to help with everybody else. You gotta think about yourself.
Yeah, think about yourself and also don't change because of
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
And then maybe change your friends, though. You can't just be in something where they're not.
They have to have a balance.
You giving all the time and that's not healthy. Life's too short to be chasing friends.
So guys, you gotta put yourself first.
Prioritize
you.
Yeah.
Change your friend from
Shanice from Victoria.
Hi, Shanice.
I'm friends with this guy, but he's always making rude comments about my weight. Oh my God. Why I have to get this about me? It hurts, but I'm scared to say anything because I don't want to lose the friendship. What should I do? Lose the friendship?
It's a friend. It's not a relationship. It's just a friendship.
It's a friendship.
That friend.
Lose that friend. Listen. I am you.
Hold the mic.
I have size, and I have friends who didn't like me because I was fat and had a lot to say, and I always talk about my weight and said, you know what? I love me.
It's one touch. You got it right. Good job. Good job, Monte.
Yes, Monte.
Right?
Oh, you didn't get it fast like that.
No, not bad. I had this friend of mine that he always, like criticize things that I do, right? And I used to see it as fun, even though I wanted to approach him about that. I just left it. But a day came, I couldn't take it anymore. And I lash out. Right? And I lash out, and me and him right now, we kind of like...
Christian cursing.
Right? No, I don't for that. But I regretted not telling him.
To culminate and build up.
That is twofold because you might tell them and they might take advantage of thinking that, you know what, this is your boyfriend, so they make it work.
Okay. All right, so you're saying that he or she. All right, so she should
Let that friend go.
Sandra from
Kokwani.
Kokwani.
Hi, Sandra from Kokwani.
Hi, Sandra.
I'm in a serious relationship, but
You sit wrong, bro.
I've started developing feelings for someone else. I don't want to cheat, but I don't know what to do. Should I talk to my partner or just leave things and move on?
Don't put a girl in this spot. What do you think, Isabella?
I would say I'll talk to my partner.
You talk to your partner. All right, Sandra. You say so.
And no, talk to the person and move on, or what?
I would.
Let them know easy and go with the next person, but at least tell them.
I'll talk and then I'll move on.
Beautiful. You have space.
I want to see my
Wonderful.
I agree with you, right? Right? But
Yeah, you can't just hop up.
I don't agree with the situation. I don't agree with the situation. When a woman is thinking of another man, her love is no longer with that
With the other
person.
person. Yes.
That is how women think.
Good.
Yes.
A man can be your wife, your husband, right? And thinking of another woman. That doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. That's just how men think. But when a woman is thinking of another man, she's no longer in love with
So
her
what
present partner.
advice you give me?
I think you should approach your present partner and just talk things out.
No, not talk things out. If you and get out, why would you be imprisoned
Just talk
somewhere
things
that?
out, and she herself has to know, right? If she has to leave, she should leave.
But there's a
Because-
reason she should leave because she heard somewhere else, but she shouldn't just up and leave. Consult, explain, and then pack up.
Pack up and go. What if it's a house?
Not literal pack up.
What if it's a house? You have to say.
But good advice, Isabella.
Ravi from Mahiko.
Hello, Ravi from Ravi.
My girlfriend always borrows money and says she'll pay me back. But she never does. I'm starting to feel used. First of all, Ravi.
Oh, he asking me nothing?
The question anyway, sorry, let me finish.
Anything is done yet.
I'm starting to feel used, but I don't want to cause drama. Should I call her out or just let it go?
Let it go.
Why you first and first, Ravi?
You know,
Why you can't borrow money from you?
Sure, right. Kim said instinctively. Sure.
Don't give the girl any money.
Should you don't? Why you not giving your girlfriend money? No, I am assuming because why should I borrow money from you?
All right, so you said that you continue giving her money?
Yes, I shouldn't have to borrow money from Shaman that should I with
All right.
legally.
All right.
I should not borrow it.
That's the different illegal part.
You said only single, leave the marriage.
No, but at the same time, if you're gonna come in the context of I want to borrow money from you, it's a verbal agreement you're making. So you have to pay me back.
There's no verbal agreement when it comes to relationship.
There is.
No.
There is. Yes.
There is. Not when the girlfriend borrows money.
Vows and promises.
No.
But if the boyfriend not back from the girlfriend.
No, but Rafi,
You see that? You see that? You see that?
Right?
Quit why
I have the remedy to this. Me personally, I don't date broke girls.
Whoa. Wow.
I date girls that I can borrow money from.
Oh,
and don't have to pay back.
I have to pay back. I'm your boyfriend.
That is our point. Why she gonna pay back as a girlfriend?
I think probably
You're supposed to be providing
All
for
right, what we gonna tell
We
Ravi,
understand
guys?
that. We
What we tell her,
understand.
Ravi?
Start giving a woman money.
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Instead
Also give your girl.
you give your girlfriend money. If it's a case, he expects it back. Well, if you realize that she's consistently sit her down, tell man, you keep borrowing, whatever. If you want money, just ask me for money and give it
But
to
she's
you.
so high maintenance, like why she need money all the time?
Yes, you do need to have a conversation. Yes.
Like she just needed but she felt like she always needed.
I gave her some money.
Yeah. Just because you don't
That have to take advantage of the
Yes,
situation.
sorry.
Exactly. That's how women look at it.
She just get money from this man. She don't know he get money.
Yeah, so we got our want again.
Okay, oh, we got it up. We talked to Ravi.
More advice.
Yeah, but Ravi is there.
I'm not.
Yeah,
But
Ravi get her money to buy tickets to the show.
To the show, yes, Ravi.
And don't collect back.
What's the price of the ticket?
It is 2,500 and 3,000 Ravi. 2,500 and 3,000 Ravi.
Small thing, small thing.
Nice
Bring
shot.
the girl to the show.
Yeah.
And the girl can come to the show.
Something to eat it too. Can't show
You can't bring it popcorn.
Yeah.
You can't
Okay, so-
But you can eat outside in the foyer during intermission.
It's a movie talk. Girl, eat the popcorn and go back and choke.
I don't know which part the sentiment is good though. First thing they don't ever tell us intermission is Polari, channel, and say popcorn.
All right, we're going to commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, if you can't give me problems and you need to come to the show, check out Caribbean Motor Spears. They're going to fix up your car. They can give you all the right car parts, strut mount and engine mount and all the type of mount that I don't know about. They got all there, proper brands. Check them out. Come to the show and make sure you see this crazy. They got more people, right?
Yeah, lots
Okay.
Simtech has proven protection and performance, tested, endorsed, approved, and used by Cummins, MAN, Mercedes, Volvo, Deutz, and Kamaz. Simtech lubricants work. Imported and distributed by Caribbean Motor Spares. Telephone 609-7621, 502-3171, and available at all stores nationwide. Get yours now. Simtech lubricants drives your journey.
Listen, I still want for there with you, okay? And when I make up my mind for take you back, me and Roxanne gon' clash, and then we gon' see what is what and who is who.
Don't say set the goal!
I am 9 months pregnant, okay? Roxanne is only 6, and I say first come, first serve.
And I say first come, first go!
You've asked for it, and it's here. Ronald Hollingsworth, Till I Find a Place in Guyana 2. The Spanish Baby, June 28 and 29, 8 p.m. at the National Cultural Center.
London? One moment.
Till I Find a Place in Guyana 2. The Spanish Baby. Directed by Sharon Cadogan Taylor and Ronald Hollingsworth.
Sponsored by Sylvie's Industrial Solutions, Canley's Academy, and the Ministry of Natural Resources.
Dulce is very feisty. Last year, she was introduced to the audiences as someone who was very desperate for a place of abode. Obviously, she had this traumatic incident that occurred in her life where she was displaced from, her temporary place of lodge. And so she sought some refuge with her friend at the time who was married. And so this affair sort of unfolded with the friend's husband. And so now we are in the sequel to the storyline. And she is.
For those of you who don't know what sequel mean, part 2.
She is just as feisty as she was in the original version of the stage play, but now she has a bigger mission, which is, of course, as the title suggests, Till I Find a Place Part 2 Spanish Baby. So now she has, given birth to a child, and she is just in constant pursuit of.
So is it, sorry to cut you, the child is born on stage because you were pregnant in the ad, so I'm just curious.
You have to be in you have to be in the audience to see whether or not there's actually going to be like a doula or a home birth, or if she's going to actually have to be taken to a hospital to give birth to the child. But she's really just fighting for her right as a mother in this production.
How do you identify with your character?
I am a very passionate person. I am very much ride or die for the people who are close to me. And so I can really relate to her dire need to have who she considers to be one of the only sources of true family that she has here in Guyana, because obviously her background is she is Venezuelan, right? So she came to Guyana in search of work. And so now, having given birth to a child who is Guyanese Venezuelan, this child is an extension of her identity. And so even though I'm not a mother, I have family that I love deeply. And so I can definitely relate to her need to be that sort of source of nurturing for her child, and just how much she would go to the ends of the earth to ensure that her child is protected and loved.
And what would you say is the opposite of who you are in the character?
Oh, wow. The opposite. So she's very promiscuous in nature. And I don't think it is something that she is at all ashamed of. I think because of her chosen profession, it is something that she is very much familiar
What's her chosen profession?
So she is a lady of the night, a lady of the red light district.
15,000.
Right? So she owns it, right? She owns her seductive qualities. She owns her promiscuity. She owns, this ability to sort of be that person who is able to enarmor potential clients. I am not like her in that respect. I'm very comfortable in terms of, being in touch with my sensual energy, but I am not necessarily one to act upon those darker impulses that we may have.
So your Guyanese playing a Venezuelan. How do you get your accent right?
Okay, so I actually had someone who's known my mom for years and knew that she gave birth to 3 Guyanese children. Go up to my mother, like, your dad is actually Spanish? Mom was like, no. So what helps me is I did Spanish in secondary school and I wrote it for CXC and I got a grade 2 and I love the language. And so pronunciation is something I'm familiar with. Now ask me to have a full-on conversation with someone who is native to the language. It's going to be a little bit strained on my part. I can understand more in conversation than I can actively contribute to said conversation. But my background in Spanish definitely helps. And then obviously right now in Guyana, we sort of have like a mixed society of Spanish-speaking nationals, and you see them on the street. And so I try my best to engage them in conversation whenever I can. But apart from that, we have the beauty of social media and YouTube. And so there are tons of persons who are from Spanish-speaking countries that create content online. And so I basically understudy them and try to understand the rhythm. So it's not just about the pronunciation of the language, but also there's a certain rhythm in which they speak. So if you're just having casual conversation, there's a different rhythm there. If you're more so involved in a diatribe, there's a different rhythm to the way in which you're trying to communicate. You get a little heated, you want your words to sting. And so that's basically how I've been understudying the role of Dulce.
So wrapping up our interview, tell the audience in your Spanish accent why they should come to the show. Look at that camera.
Okay. It's going to be an excelente producción a la National Cultural Center here in Guyana, okay? So get you dinero, get tu novio, tu novia, tu familia, mi gente, come out to the National Cultural Center for the show because listen, we're going to just do our best to bring you a great production and you're going to enjoy it. Mwah.
Credit. You're not shame for the Pantapa TV. I show people how you nasty up my kitchen. Look, me go upstairs go bed. Right when me come downstairs back here, down here better be spotless and dash away all them stubbornness way they make cake. You not even know for coke. Who just put ginger in cake?
There's a spice cake.
Pepe's has a wide range of ingredients for sweet and savory dishes, available at supermarkets nationwide. Call or WhatsApp us on 220-6237 for wholesale orders. Pepe's, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
All right, Till I Find a Place, Spanish Baby. This is Spanish Baby here?
Yes.
You very big for Spanish Baby?
Yes, I am.
What role you playing in the show?
Isabella.
So let me hear the Spanish accent.
I'm not
Spanish. She grew up with a Guyanese mother.
Yeah.
She got up at the beginning, she was Spanish mother. Yes, she tried to say something on the ad.
You hear? Miss Sharon said in the beginning, y'all have to repeat that. I don't know that the microphone is picking up Miss Sharon till in the back here.
At the beginning,
she was with her Spanish mama.
Mommy. For those of you who went to the play last year, this is a continuation of last year's play. The show goes down at the National Cultural Center
On the 28th and the 29th of June.
Wonderful, which is this weekend.
Same weekend here.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
So
the
it's the same show both nights, correct?
Yeah, and
So
tickets are $2,500 and $3,000.
you see what I'm talking about? Me not see that.
That's important.
Yeah, but me reach there yet. Is you interview or me interview?
Nonsense.
Anyway, who else is a part of the cast?
Michael Ignatius.
Mark
Cousin. Me.
Jasmine Wong.
You notice I said who else?
Yeah.
Which should spark them to say names who are not on the set.
Yeah.
But
Michael
Minty,
Ignatius.
what subject is teaching in school?
Maths.
Maths. It's not maths.
It's not logical.
It ain't maths. Anyways, the show goes on at the National Culture Center, like we said, this weekend coming here. Where do they find tickets?
National Culture Center.
Any sponsors y'all want to shout out?
Yes. Sylvie's Camille's Academy and
Ministry of Natural Resources.
Oh, I
You are talking about I party.
Without sponsors,
All right, we got. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.